Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about, does healing have any drawbacks? Are there any downsides to healing? As a woman, if you are on a journey to being a better you, having a better view of yourself, if you are on a path to making better choices in men and friends, with family, just your overall life. Do you want to be a better mother if you're a mother? And you are on the journey of healing, right? You may have gone to therapy. You may be in therapy right now. You may have read these self help books. You may have been journaling, which, if you don't have a journal and you're not journaling, like, what are you doing with your life? That should be a part of your everyday, like, life forever, 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 forever. Okay. You should be journaling. But maybe you're journaling, maybe you're doing meditation techniques, maybe you decided to solo travel, whatever you've decided to do to heal, and you are like almost at that place, or you're there, you've reached that place, you're going to find that there are going to be many days and many nights where you may feel alone. Because the truth is, the more you heal, the less people in your life are going to qualify for you, especially the men that you choose. Now, in all seriousness, most men don't qualify for you anyway. They never did. You just gave a brother a chance, or you saw his potential, or whatever it was that made you feel like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. But those men never qualify for you, hence why you're most likely not with them anymore. Or if you're with them right now, you're thinking about breaking up with them, most likely, right? Because they never were meant to be in your life. They were never aligned with you, your purpose, your vision, so on and so forth. You're going to feel days where it's like, where is everyone? And I implore you to not give up, because that's the test. That's the actual test, is the feeling of wanting to give up and give in, acquiesce, go backwards in life, and undo all the healing that you've done. One of the things that you have to realize, whether you are on a healing journey or you're thinking about going on one in the future, or you've already done it, it's a continuous thing, but you get what I'm saying. You're going to realize very quickly that even though you're healing, the men are not healing. The vast majority of men are not healing. The more you heal, the less men are going to qualify for you. I think 95% of them automatically, because you're going to be here and they're going to still be stagnated down here. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of that. And the last thing you want to do as a healed woman is to turn around and get back in the dating world and do all the crap, make all the decisions that you made that led you to need to heal in the first place. You're going to undo all of that healing. And for what? You have to know that the people around you may not, most likely not, have been doing that work on themselves. So you don't want to turn around and jump right back into the frying pan, if you will, right? There's not really too many ways for me to put this without sounding negative. You're gonna find that you're too good for the people around you, and I'm not saying that in a way where like you're better than people. Like, nobody's better than anybody, but your decisions in life and the types of people that you hang around and all that will improve because you've improved. And so in a sense, you are better than who you were yesterday. And you're also better than the people who were around you when you were not where you wanted to be yesterday, right? So if you don't like yourself, if you didn't like yourself when you were 23 and now you're 27 and you love yourself, you're probably not going to associate that much with the people that were in your life that led to or helped you not like yourself at 23, right? It's the same concept. You're not necessarily better than them, but you're better than that. Let's put it that way. You've moved on to greener pastures. And the test, like I said before, is feeling lonely, because you're going to feel lonely. because you're going to find that the men don't qualify for you. All of your old friends who are doing the same bull crap, dealing with the same types of men, making the same piss poor decisions with their money and their finances and their body and their life, you're not going to want to do. They're not going to be good enough for your space either. Certain family members, it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be siblings, whoever it is, right? They don't qualify for you either. And you're going to feel like, dang, maybe I need to backtrack a little bit. Maybe I need to lower my standards. They're always telling you how to lower your standards, right? Maybe I need to do this. No. You have to remember that as you elevate, the types of people that you need to be around are going to be at that level already. And they're moving up as well, right? So it's like I've arrived, right? You are going to be rubbing shoulders with people who've already done the work. And you're going to be able to spot people who haven't done the work a mile away before you can smell them before you even come around the corner. Nope, I don't want nothing to do with that man. I don't want nothing to do with chicks like that. I don't want to be over here. I don't want to do. You're just going to know. And the way that you get there, in my personal opinion, like I always say, is to be single. Okay? Be alone for a while. Focus on your own goals. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on the things that bring you joy. And don't allow anybody to penetrate that bubble. Because I always tell people, I'm like, I live in a bubble. And people, it's not, you can't penetrate my bubble. It's hard. You can poke at it with needles and sticks or whatever. You're not going to be able to get in because it's like Fort Knox. And I've built that bubble from, brick by brick, as they say on social media now. Since I was like 17 years old, 16, 17, I started building a bubble around me. And even though I may come out of that bubble, and I may party with people and have fun and laugh and joke, and I might date and I might do this, I'm always going back to my bubble at the end of the day, period. That's a part of my healing. And sometimes you're going to find when you heal, you got to say no to people. You have to protect your boundaries. You set them, you protect them with your life. And you got to divorce yourself from caring what people think, because people are going to think crappy things about you anyway. People are going to keep your name in their mouth in a negative way anyway. So whenever you hear men and women telling you need to heal and blah, blah, understand that yes, you probably need to heal, maybe. And once you do, you're not going to have room for them anymore. And that's okay. But the lesson here is that if you start to doubt yourself, if you start to feel lonely or feel like, damn, I'm up here at the top of the mountain and I don't have anybody here, it's lonely up here, right? Remember, there are people doing the same work and they're going to meet you at some point. Or they're going to be people who already did the work and they're going to already be there when you get there. And I'm saying it like it's a destination. It's really not. It's a journey, okay? I just hope you guys are getting what I'm putting down, right? Once you get to a certain place in your life of acceptance of who you are, loving yourself and all the flaws and everything, and giving yourself grace, you're naturally going to attract like-minded people. And until you do, you have to be comfortable with being with yourself. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. You're only lonely if you feel like you're missing out on something. I never feel lonely because I know I'm not missing out on anything, right? I don't typically have a lot of friends these days. And the reason why is because I really don't want them. Plenty of people want to be my friend. They want to be my friend genuinely. Many of them want to be my friend for nefarious reasons. Many of them just want to be nosy. Many of them just want to steal things from me, like physically steal things from me. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's all types of people who want to get next to me for whatever reasons they have, okay? And I reject almost everybody, especially at my age, because I just don't want to be bothered, y'all. I don't. I know that sounds terrible, and people are like, that sounds like a lonely life. I don't get lonely ever because, first and foremost, I like myself. I enjoy my own company, and I don't feel like you can ever be alone when you're with yourself, because you have to remember that you are a person. You're somebody. Like if you're sitting in a room somewhere and you're like, but I'm alone, I'm lonely. How are you lonely with yourself? I've asked this question many times before. You are someone. You're a person. How are you lonely with yourself? How does that even work? I just got home from my man's house. I was there all weekend. We had a fantastic weekend. Couldn't wait to get home so I could get my stuff together, do some laundry, make me some dinner, do some yard work. I got to cut my grass because it looks like a jungle out there, right? But I am happy to be home, and I'm here all by myself. No pets, no nothing. I'm just me. And I know I'm about to have a wonderful evening, okay? Because I'm about to put out a couple videos, do my editing later, right? Get my office wall together because I've been putting up wallpaper and stuff. I'm going to do some laundry. I'm going to clean up the house a little bit, put my smell goods on, my little scent diffusers in the air, clean up the bathroom, clean the kitchen, finish my yard work. And I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to wash my hair because it's wash day. Well, actually, wash day was Sunday, but whatever. And I'm going to relax. I'm going to have a wonderful evening. Why? Because I enjoy me and I enjoy myself. I enjoy my own company. And that is a huge part of healing, is learning to enjoy your own company, which for me, I've always enjoyed my own company. This wasn't something that I had to work on. I'm being honest about that. I didn't have to work on this. But I did have to work on saying no to people. I've had to work on cutting people out of my life. I've had to come to the realization that the more you elevate, the more friends you're going to lose, family members you're going to lose contact with. You're just not going to have anything in common. That I had to learn. Those things I had to learn. And I'm telling you that if you ever feel like you want to backtrack, remind yourself that the types of people that are supposed to be in your life will be in your life. Those who are not will not. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to force relationships. Don't try to force bonds. I personally believe things that are supposed to happen for you will happen naturally. It'll just happen. You won't even be looking for it. You'll just be out somewhere at Home Depot, and then somebody will just come up to you and be like, oh, this, that, the third. And next thing you know, you meet somebody who likes to woodwork and do woodworking as well. I like to do woodworking. I meet people in that field all the time. And it's great. The people who are supposed to be in your life will be. They're not. Just don't backtrack. Don't start doubting yourself when you go through your healing process. Don't listen to men. Don't listen to other bitter women who want you to be miserable and want you to keep accepting the bare minimum from men. Don't listen to anybody like that. Listen to yourself. We have an inner voice. We just have to literally shut out all the noise around us and listen to it. It's there. It's going to give you the right answers. You have to be able to trust it though. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've been thinking about that this whole weekend, healing and what it does, the benefits of it, and the so-called drawback. I don't even see it as a drawback, but I know some people will. So that's why I had to kind of explain it in that way. It's going to feel like a bad thing. It's going to feel like a drawback, but it's not. But that's all I got. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Hit subscribe. And I will check you guys in the next video.